She is one of comedy's biggest stars. You may have seen her on Last Comic Standing, Chelsea Lately, or watched her wildly successful 2020 Netflix special, Sweet and Salty. Now, Fortune Feimster is back with a new Netflix special, Good Fortune, appropriately named. Let's take a look.
Pretty early on that Jax was the one. So I called my friend and she said, "Oh, you gotta go to Big Sir." And no, that was not my nickname in high school. So I called ahead and I said, "Can you guys help me make our room look like it does in The Bachelor?" I don't know, ladies seem like that.
Why not? It would be great to look like it was in The Bachelor. Writer, actor, and comedian Fortune Feimster joins us now. We're so happy to have you here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Just in a little bit of time I've been able to talk to you, I got a smile on my face.
Oh,
so,
good.
Mission accomplished.
The good fortune's coming your way.
The good fortune is coming my way. Your widely successful comedy special was out in 2020, prior to the pandemic. Obviously, many things changed since then. When you put this one together, what were you trying to do?
Well, I've been trying to follow my life and give people a look as to what my journey's been. Sweet and Salty was very much about me growing up and figuring out who I am and just getting more comfortable in my own skin. So Good Fortune kind of picks up where that leaves off, where I'm an adult now, I'm having to do adult things. I look like I would be one way, but I don't necessarily act that way. So I peel back the curtain a bit. I talk about getting engaged, getting married, and just, where my life is now.
Well, that's kind of your style. It's unique in that sense. It's very personal, and they are longer stories, which is great. Was that when you were finding yourself in terms of comedy? Was that just like, hey, this is who I am, this is how I'm going to do my comedy, or was it a conscious decision? Well,
I think I kind of evolved into that. I think I discovered it with certain stories in Sweet and Salty, and then this one I really took my time and hoped that audiences would watch and not tune out because it wasn't a shorter joke. And I've been getting such amazing feedback from people, and they're telling me about stories that were at the end of the special. So I'm like, they watched the whole thing, so that's good. Yeah, they made it through.
And tough situations too. You grew up in North Carolina in the 80s. You talk about being gay. That could not have been easy, as you point out in the special that I have seen. You know, some comics don't want to identify this way or that way. I don't mean with sexuality. I just mean, you know, be labeled as one thing or not. Was it a hard decision for you to incorporate that?
No, I think for me, I just wanted to be who I am. I mean, if I'm going to share my life with you, I got to share every aspect of my life, you know, and I'm not one thing. There's many parts of myself, and so that part of myself happens to be a big one. You know, especially when I'm talking about getting married and whatnot. That's going to be at the forefront. But again, it comes back to that being true to who you are. You know, representation does matter. Me being myself, me being proud of who I am, hopefully makes a difference to somebody else watching who can maybe identify with some part of myself.
Finally, I just want to talk about, you started out as a journalist, and you co-host the Netflix joke podcast. You interview comics. So you do what I'm doing right now. How does that play into how you write?
I mean, I like to pick people's brains. I like to hear about, you know, what their process is, how they come up with jokes, you know, their life on the road. I think as a comic, it's nice to have that camaraderie and compare, like, what you're doing as far as, like, oh, I need to hustle more, I need to get out there, I need to write more. You want to rise to that level and just keep growing and evolving and trying to be funny and tell good stories.
In the end, that's what it's about, whether it's comedy or journalism. It's telling good stories, and you are one heck of a storyteller.
Oh, thank you.
And you make me laugh when you do it.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Will you do one thing for me?
Absolutely.
Go back to being a journalist for a second and give me a back to you, Phil.
This is my hard-hitting.
That's your hard-hitting face?
Give me back to you, Phil. You're better at it. You're better.
I'll take it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Really looking forward to everything that is to come. Fortune Feimster, thank you. The stand-up comedy special, Good Fortune, is now streaming on Netflix.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.